Hello everyone, welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. I am Arpita Sharma, your educator, and this is the next chapter that we are going to start in M. Lakshmikant book, and that is chapter number 2, Making of the Constitution. This chapter is very important for your prelims examination. आपके prelims portion के लिए ना ये chapter बहुत ज़्यादा important है. That is why when we are going to cover this chapter, we are going to cover it holistically. हम इसको बिल्कुल holistically cover करने वाले हैं. बहुत ध्यान से इस chapter को पढ़ने वाले हैं. There are major points, years and events that we are going to understand. There are features of the constitution that we are going to understand, and we are going to supplement this chapter with the NCERT. हम NCERT के साथ इस chapter को पढ़ने वाले हैं. M. Lakshmikant and NCERT, we are going to club them together to study this chapter. Okay, so comprehensively we are going to study. If you are studying this chapter with me, make sure that you are taking short notes in the class itself. अगर आप यहाँ क्लास में लाइव वीडियो लेक्चर देख रहे हो तो मेक श्योर कि आप नोट्स भी बनाते जाओ, क्योंकि आप नोट्स बनाओगे तो आपकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग और ज्यादा इंप्रूव होगी. Okay, so let's begin. Now, making of the constitution. First, we'll start with the demand for Constituent Assembly. Before we jump onto the constitution and its feature, we should know whose idea was it for a constitution or for a constituent assembly, and who put forward the idea and who accepted the demand when the demand was fully accepted. Okay, then we will study about the composition of the Constituent Assembly. Once the Constituent Assembly was formed to form the constitution, then we will understand the composition of it. Then we will study the working of Constituent Assembly, objectives, resolution, changes by the Independence Act, major committees that were formed, enforcement of the constitution, enactment of the constitution, the drafting committee, the important facts. These are the important pointers that we are going to understand, plus the features of constitution also. Okay, so before we move forward, here's a small announcement for all of you. Unacademy has launched UPSC CSE mega subscription offer for all of you. And in this mega subscription offer, you are going to get 1 year subscription. If you take that, subscription will extend till 31st July 2022 or till prelims 2022, whichever is later. Okay, for example, if prelims is conducted in the month of June, the subscription will be valid till 31st July. If the prelims is postponed and is conducted in September or October, then your subscription will be valid till the time your prelims is conducted. Same thing applies to 2-year subscription if you take on Unacademy Plus, right? यहाँ पर भी same thing apply करता है. अगर आप 2 साल का subscription लेते हो Unacademy Plus पर, ठीक है, तो भी आपका सब्सक्रिप्शन आपके प्रीलिम्स तक वैलिड रहेगा. और अगर मान लीजिए प्रीलिम्स पहले हो जाता है तो 31st जुलाई तक वैलिड रहेगा. Okay, and along with this, if you are taking 1 year or 2 year or 3 year plus subscription, either it is GS, Iconic, Combo or optional subscription, then you will also receive 20 books prepared by best UPSC experts by Unacademy at your doorstep, worth 10,000 free of cost. 10,000 की ये 20 बुक्स जो हैं, जो आपके सिलेबस, पूरे सिलेबस प्रीलिम्स और मेंस को दिमाग में रखते हुए बनाई गई हैं अनअकैडमी के बेस्ट यूपीएससी एक्सपर्ट्स के द्वारा, वो आपको आपके डोर स्टेप तक डिलीवर की जाएंगी. These 20 books will be free of cost, will be provided to you if you take your subscription before April 14th. अगर आप 14 अप्रैल 2021 से पहले अपना सब्सक्रिप्शन लेते हैं तो ये 20 बुक्स आपको आपके घर तक कुरियर की जाएंगी. और ये किताबें जो हैं पूरा 100% सिलेबस कंप्लीशन गारंटी करती हैं. These are prepared by best UPSC experts, highly structured according to the syllabus. Previous year questions are included. They are updated with current affairs, so you are getting everything at one place. So this offer is valid till April 14th. The links are given below in the description box. Make sure that you take your subscription today, and you can use code ARPITA10 to get 10% discount on your plus subscription as well. आप नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में लिंक दिया है, आप आज ही सब्सक्राइब कर सकते हो अगर आपको ये ऑफर लेना है, और आपको 10% डिस्काउंट आपके ऑफर आपके सब्सक्रिप्शन पर मिलेगा अगर आप कोड यूज करते हो ARPITA10. Okay, this is the code. If you use it, you will get 10% discount. Let's start making of the constitution. So when we talk about the making of the constitution, it was in 1934 that the idea of a constituent assembly for India was put forward for the first time by M.N. Roy. Who was M.N. Roy? He was a pioneer of communist movement in India. सबसे पहली बार M.N. रॉय ने 1934 में ये आइडिया रखा था कि एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली होनी चाहिए जो कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन तैयार कर सके. And in 1935, the Indian National Congress for the first time officially demanded Constituent Assembly. इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस ने भी अगले ही साल 1935 में पहली बार डिमांड किया कि हमको एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली चाहिए. ओके. Now, in 1938, Jawaharlal Nehru, on behalf of the Indian National Congress, declared that Constitution of Free India must be framed without outside interference by a Constituent Assembly elected on the basis of adult franchise. Adult franchise के basis पर एक Constituent Assembly को बनाना चाहिए, तैयार करना चाहिए, जो कि हमारा Constitution सामने रखेगी. अब क्वेश्चन ये आता है कि what exactly is this adult franchisee? ये adult franchisee का मतलब क्या होता है? Adult franchisee is the right to vote which should be given to all adult citizens without discrimination of caste, class, color, religion or sex. It is based on equality. Okay, that is adult franchisee. And finally, the demand was accepted in principle by the British government in what is known as the August Offer of 1940. In 1942, Sir Stafford Cripps, who was a member of the cabinet, came to India with a draft proposal of the British government on framing the independent constitution which is to be adopted after the World War II. Initially, the Cripps proposal was rejected by Muslim League and finally cabinet mission was sent to India. Finally होता क्या है, कैबिनेट मिशन भारत में भेजा जाता है. अब आपको याद रखना है कि कब कैबिनेट मिशन को भारत में भेजा गया था. कैबिनेट मिशन was arrived in India in 1946, 20th August 1946. The cabinet mission came to India and it published its plan on May 16, right? सॉरी, यहाँ पर अगस्त नहीं है, यहाँ पर मार्च है, इसको ठीक कर लीजिएगा. तो 20 मार्च 1946 में कैबिनेट मिशन भारत आता है और 16 मई को अपनी रिपोर्ट को पब्लिश करता है. फाइनली क्लियर हो गया बात, ठीक है. नाउ लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड. वी हैव अंडरस्टूड द इंपॉर्टेंट ईयर एंड द इवेंट्स. नाउ लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड द कॉम्पोजिशन ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली. नाउ लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड द कॉम्पोजिशन ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली. Now, first of all, the total strength of the Constituent Assembly was to be 389. Okay. Now, of these 389, 296 seats, they were to be allotted to British India. 296 seats were to be allotted to British India and 93 seats were to be allotted to the princely states. Total strength 389. Out of 389, 296 seats will be given to British India. 93 seats will be given to princely states. Now, out of these 296, 292 members were drawn from 11 governors' provinces and 4 members were drawn from 4 chief commissioners' provinces, each from each province. Okay, one from each province. Now here, the voting was by the method of proportional representation. PR means proportional representation by means of single transferable vote. Okay. सिंगल ट्रांसफरेबल वोट था, प्रोपोर्शनल रिप्रेजेंटेशन था. प्रोपोर्शनल रिप्रेजेंटेशन मीन्स 1 seat for every million population. So here the province and the princely states, they were allotted seats with respect to their population and the seats were divided among 3 main principal communities: Muslims, Sikhs and general. General means all except Muslim and Sikhs. In proportion to their population, they were allotted the seats. And the representatives of the princely states, PS means princely states, they were nominated by the heads of the princely states. That you have to remember. So you can say it is thus clear that Constituent Assembly was to be a partly elected and partly nominated body, because princely state representatives are nominated, others are elected. So it's a partly elected and partly nominated body. You can write that over here. So hence, the Constituent Assembly was partly elected and partly nominated body. Moreover, the members were to be indirectly elected by the members of provincial assemblies. Okay, point clear हो गया यहाँ तक सभी को? So this was the composition of Constituent Assembly. ये तो हो गया आपका Constituent Assembly का composition. Now let us understand the working of the Constituent Assembly. Now we are going to understand the working of Constituent Assembly. When we talk about the working of Constituent Assembly, we know that the Constituent Assembly held its first meeting on December 9 and 1946. The year was 1946. Constituent Assembly की जो पहली वर्किंग मीटिंग हुई थी वो 9 दिसंबर 1946 को हुई थी, जिसके अंदर मुस्लिम लीग ने, राइट इट डाउन, दैट द मुस्लिम लीग बॉयकॉटेड दिस मीटिंग. मुस्लिम लीग ने इस मीटिंग को बॉयकॉट किया था and because they were insisting on a separate state. मुस्लिम लीग चाह रहा था कि हमें एक सेपरेट पाकिस्तान चाहिए, सेपरेट स्टेट चाहिए, जो कि इस मीटिंग में डिस्कशन का इशू नहीं था. दैट इज वाई दे बॉयकॉटेड दिस मीटिंग. And also the meeting was attended by only 211 members. सिर्फ 211 members ने इस मीटिंग को अटेंड किया था. Okay, this is again very important. Only 211 members attended this meeting. Now another important fact about this meeting is that Dr. Sachidananda Sinha, he was the oldest member. Write it down. Meeting में ये सबसे oldest member थे Dr. Sachidananda Sinha, and he was elected as the temporary. इस बात को भी आपको लिख लेना है कि he was elected as the temporary president of the assembly. Assembly के temporary president थे, ठीक है, जो आपको याद रखना है. फॉलोइंग द फ्रेंच प्रैक्टिस इन फ्रांस ऑल्सो इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली वी हैड अ प्रेसिडेंट. सो दैट इज वाई डॉक्टर सच्चिदानंद सिन्हा वॉज मेड द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ दिस assembly. He was a temporary president. Later on, Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as president of the assembly. तो बाद में डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद को इस असेंबली का प्रेसिडेंट नियुक्त किया गया था. सिमिलरली बोथ एच.सी. मुखर्जी एंड वी.टी. कृष्णमाचारी also they were elected as vice presidents. So in other words you can say that assembly had two vice presidents. तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली में एक तो होता था आपका प्रेसिडेंट, ठीक है, और दो होते थे वाइस प्रेसिडेंट्स. ये आपको पॉइंट याद रखना है. सो फर्स्ट प्रेसिडेंट वाज डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद. So over here you can see that this is H.C. मुखर्जी. यहाँ पर ये हैं हमारे H.C. मुखर्जी जो कि थे वाइस प्रेसिडेंट, एंड द सेकंड वाइस प्रेसिडेंट वाज मिस्टर वी.टी. कृष्णमाचारी. इनका नाम है वी.टी. कृष्णमाचारी, ठीक है. तो ये थे आपके दो वाइस प्रेसिडेंट्स. दीज वर दी वाइस प्रेसिडेंट्स ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली. ओके, पॉइंट क्लियर. So this is very important for prelims. They can ask you this. All right, आपसे पूछा जा सकता है कि who was the president of Constituent Assembly and the vice presidents. We have H.C. Mukherjee and V.T. Krishnamachari as vice presidents and Rajendra Prasad ji as the president. Now in the next part of chapter 2 we are going to understand the objectives resolution. Okay, next part में हम पढ़ेंगे objective resolution. So this was all for today. This was the part 1 of the chapter 2 making of the constitution. In two parts we are going to complete chapter 2. हम chapter 2 को दो parts में complete करने वाले हैं. The class PDF will be uploaded once the entire chapter 2 is completed. जब पूरा chapter 2 हम complete कर देंगे ना, तब class PDF upload किया जाएगा Telegram channel पर. So we are wrapping up the session. Also do not forget to take your subscription on Unacademy Plus today. You can use the code ARPITA10 to get 10% off on your subscription. On this note, we are wrapping up the session. Thank you everyone for participating in the class.